Hello, and welcome to another episode of Marlonswurld. I am your host, Money Marlon, and today is the 26th of May. How are you all doing? Hope I'm having a good one. Tired again. Done fuck all again. Weather's shining in sunny England. And that's it, really. 20 million weeks into lockdown still again. Apparently, it's going to be lifted. Well, not lifted, but non-essential shops will be open on the 15th of June, which is good, but I've been an essential worker, so been working throughout that whole time. But how's everyone enjoying their summer? People getting out, people going to the beach. I mean, it's gone back to normal. It's busy as normal. It was a bank holiday yesterday. It was absolutely heaving in the shop I work in. We had two customers kicking off on each other. An old woman. See, I don't know. Over in Liverpool, they age differently to us over here on the Wirral. It's that poor quality air and bitterness ages you. There was a woman in the queue, and we only had one till on, and it backed up the queue. And listen, should my colleagues have stepped in maybe? But I'm just here to serve. That's it. And what happens is, it's almost like people are zombies. They lose their capacity to think. So because they're eager to get served, they'll start creeping forward. But what happens is they end up squeezing and landing on top of each other. And this woman must have been about like this far from the back of this man's neck. And I seen it. Should I have stepped in and said 2 meters apart? Maybe, but listen, if fucking Dominic Cummings can go out and fucking travel the country, maybe I can just keep scanning and ignore the fact that people aren't socially distancing. And I mean, swear words started getting thrown about. Like, so this is a busy shop, and these two customers are shouting at each other. This man had black gloves on, and he just snapped. He was just like, "Can you just step away from me? I've got twins, because he's got twin babies or whatever." And then this woman shouted that she works in a hospital, which, I mean, you see, that's just goes to show where people's first thoughts go to. She thought the victim game was being played, but it didn't benefit her, because if you're in a hospital, you should definitely be conscious of socially distancing when you're outside of the hospital, because you're in an environment where you're coming into contact with corona, so you should be mindful. She called him a cock, dickhead, divvy. Then she started ripping his gloves, like, "Why are you wearing gloves for?" Which is a fair enough point, but she should have been 2 meters away from each other. I did try and step in. I was like, "Can everyone just keep their voice down?" But they just ignored me, which is fair enough. Listen, I get paid £8 an hour. You think I'm getting in there to get involved? I get paid £8 an hour. Listen, if they factored in the amount of abuse, not abuse, but not having to deal with the public, I should be on at least £22. Am I worth £22 worth of productivity? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you could factor the mental turmoil, the mental trauma that I enjoy every day, you've got to, and I'm sure you experience it in work. It's like, yeah, I might not be that productive in terms of my workload, but fucking hell, I have to deal with so much shit. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I don't even know why I'm playing victim. I find it funny. And when you're just exhausted, I was just like, because we do have self-service tills, but we don't have it because it's a small convenience store. Fucking robbing is rampant, you know what I mean? So we have tills, and it's just like chill, relax, wait your turn. It's bank holiday. You shouldn't. Well, with Boris Johnson saying you can go out and spend as much time outside your house, that's fucking dangerous, man. Because people get bored and they go to the shop, understandably. But, I mean, this elderly woman who was kicking off, not elderly, 65, 60, but you could tell she was a smoker. I mean, her skin looked like a dehydrated mango. Like naked mole rat. She looked like she'd had a tough life. Tough paper round, man. So I definitely advise her to socially distance. But listen, she's brave, and it's up to her how she wants to carry on. But she shouldn't be. She shouldn't have been nasty to that guy. He was in the right. The guy was in the right. So that happened yesterday. What is that? Yeah, and I've just been laughing about it, thinking about it, because there's mumblings. People aren't liking this lockdown anymore. People have had enough. People have had enough, and the fact that the whole country's been locked down is a fucking stupid thing. So after I came back from work, I was tired, but I was in a good mood, and my parents suggested that we have a barbecue, or I think Dave, stepdad, suggested that we have a barbecue. My mum was like, fine, because they've just bought a new barbecue. It's this big silver thing. It glistens in the sun. Gas powered. Fresh off the production press. Beautiful. So I'm thinking, yeah, fire up that granddaddy and let's get that meat sizzling. So I go up to my room and chill for a bit. And my mum says, do you want anything? And I was like, nah, I'm fine, because I'd already eaten. She'd cut me this nice lamb stew when I came in. I was like, fine. So after they'd finished eating, I came downstairs to see if I could get any ends, like a little starving dog. When you finished eating, the dog comes in and it sniffs around. I'd done that just to see what I could get, see if I could get any scraps. We're all animals here, we're all humans. So I did that, and I come out and I see a veggie sausage on the table, which is fine. I'm not saying that it isn't, but it just hit. And then I looked on the grill, and when you grill meat, there's normally oils, maybe a bit of saliva, a few burnt ends, a bit of meat that stuck to the grill. And I seen that, but it was proper dry. And I was like, what did you have on here? And they started naming veggie sausages, veggie burgers. What fucking nonsense? So they were gonna invite me to a barbecue with no meat. Listen, if any of you are watching this want to invite me to a barbecue where there's going to be no meat, don't invite me. Now, if you're going to say, we'll get a few bags for Marlon, fine. I'll accept. But you don't spend that much money on a new barbecue to cook corn on it. The grill looked so dry. Honestly, it looked like it needed some Vaseline on it. The grill was dry. And this brings me to another point. Listen, I've got love for my vegan, vegetarians. I've got love for you. What you're doing ethically is good, depending on your thoughts on death, nature, predation. Fine. I admit that what you do, it's admirable to see the way you're willing. Let's be honest, you sacrifice flavor and taste for the moral high ground. or what you purport to see as the moral high ground. Fine, enjoy it, but let's not pretend that it can even compete with meat. You can't compete with meat. Are you mad? Before we were talking about having a barbecue, on that barbecue, we were talking about tomahawk steaks, sausages, burgers. And I'll admit that Naked Glory brand of veggie stuff, good. I'm not sure it's good for you. I mean, the ingredients list is, I think it's insane. I remember looking at it and being like, this can't be good for you. I mean, but the argument is it better than meat? We can have that argument, but I'd suggest not. But which is good. A Naked Glory burger on there, fine, okay. I still would have been disappointed. Not even a piece of salmon, because they're peskies, really. They'll eat a tuna, a salmon, a mackerel, a sardine. If my stepdad goes to a restaurant, I'm sorry, you fucking vegan veggies paying £15 for a bit of fucking asparagus. Okay. He'll get a piece of fish. Again, good. You've got some good meals. You have got some good meals. But I don't know whether any of them can beat a piece of meat being grilled on the grill. Yeah, sorry about that. Got a delivery. Got a package. What my stepdad did. Where was I? I think I was slagging vegans off. So yeah, definitely. There's been some friction in the household from that fraud. I'm not gonna take it personally, but I'll be buying. To be fair, I defrosted some fish actually, and I'll be cooking that tomorrow. Show that grill a good time. You know, we all have bad experiences, but sometimes we just need to know that there are people out here who understand flavors, understand taste. Like, some of the veggie stuff is so bad. Some of it's good though, like big up Frost. Like even the veggie fast food, I know the health argument goes out the door with that, but that Frosted Liverpool burgers, legit. Expensive, just as good as a big. I don't eat my regular McDonald's, but if I had choice between a Frost and McDonald's, I'd pick Frost every day of the week. And this is what I want people to understand. I'm not pro veggie, I'm not anti veggie, I'm pro flavor. If something veggie is good, I'll like it, but I'm not gonna go on Instagram saying, look at this vegetarian fucking chair that I made, look how sick it is, when it just isn't good. It's just kind of okay because it's a meat substitute, you know what I mean? Like actually no, is it the vegan cheese or is it lactose? I had lactose free cheese, I think. That was good. I don't think it was veggie or vegan, but the veggie vegan cheese, trash. Listen, one of my boys was stoned once, and if anyone's ever consumed marijuana, you'll understand that there is a phenomenon called the munchies where you will insatiably eat anything. He left his cheese vegan sandwich on the side, bro, because he didn't like it. Well, he says he probably say he forgot about it, but I know he didn't like it. You think listen, I've been to Amsterdam, I've consumed drugs in a legal manner. I've consumed marijuana. You think if I was smoking weed in Amsterdam and I had the munchies, you think I believe in food on a radiator? Get out of here, man. Get out of it. It's just, I'm not going to be part of your little vegan veggie club. If your food's shit, I'm going to say, I'm not probably not going to say it's shit to your face. I'll say it's okay. That's what I'll say. It's okay. Because, listen, I was brought up around real bad boy cooks, you know. Real bad boy cooks. I'm talking like oxtail. I'm talking steamed fish. I'm talking brown stewed chicken. I'm talking dumplings. I'm talking rice and peas. I'm talking patties. I'm talking plantain. I'm talking plantain. I know everyone, like, the West knows about plantain now. I'm talking about plantain 2000. The year 2000. You on it? Like, I was brought up with flavors. Man was a little porcupine as a kid. Food is my drug of choice, listen. And if I'm a crack cocaine addict, don't come up in my crib with your fucking ketamine telling me it's crack. Because it ain't the crack. It ain't that crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? I'm finished. We got some questions, though. We did get some questions from the lovely people of Instagram. What question did I ask? So I asked a question on the gram of the Insta. Oh God. And it was essentially about Khloe Kardashian, because Khloe Kardashian has Khloe Kardashian has gone through another surgery, and she posted up a transformation photo, and people were honestly banding this photo around as if it was some amazing transformation. And now, listen, I'm going straight into my opinion. Normally I try and stay on one side for this, but I'm gonna let you know about I'm gonna let you know my thoughts. And I was just like, hold on, you're glorifying someone who's got. I'm sick and tired of people in 2020 glorifying people who have had surgery. It's insane. Why are we still going along this road? Listen, we've accepted. I mean, they've been slating people altering their images from the magazine days, early noughties, etc. Good angles, fine. Listen, we've all got catfish eyes. We can see what's real. We can see what's fake. We've all got them. But when let me present the argument first. Look, I'm getting passionate, man. Getting passionate because listen, I'm a real one. I don't like this fakeness, man. I was always taught to be real as a kid, but so 180 people. So we got like 27 answers, and thank you for those 27 answers. I get good feedback and good audience participation in these, and my question was essentially, are we doing a disservice to our mental health efforts by championing and parading around these people who have had surgery? Like, oh my God, look how good she looks. And I'll present the argument first. So the options were, it's a disservice, and the other option was, nah, it ain't hurting, because me a rhymer, you see. And I'm having a look about who voted. Okay. Mostly, but essentially, I think that works at like 70%. Disservice, 30%. Nah, ain't home. Okay, let me give you my opinion. Then I'll add a back and forth of someone, a discussion, and they presented their points, and we'll go deeper into that. When I seen that picture of Khloe Kardashian, I seen someone who not clearly, but it struck to me, has underlying mental health issues or self-esteem issues, and I mean, even commenting in one respect is too far, but if she's gonna get the good, she's gotta get the bad as well. This is the realness. So I seen someone who's insecure, obviously, And I was concerned about that person's mental health rather than in awe of their physical health, because if you feel the need to alter yourself so drastically, I want to know what underlying complexes and potential life traumas that you've gone through that you haven't resolved, that you are covering up with that surgery. And it's the same thing in any other respect. People editing. What are you trying to manipulate about yourself that you don't like? What is it? Now, you can continue your life living it in this on cloud nine, thinking ignorance is bliss, but it will manifest itself in other areas of your life. And I forgot what caption she put. She put a funny caption. And that's what and then I googled it, and I think her family have had prior issues with her having surgery. Like, they've been concerned about her surgery. So her caption was location : under bitch's skin. I'm assuming that she's irritating someone, and it's like, no, your location is under anesthetic, you donut. Under bitch's skin. So hold on, you're under someone else's skin, but you're altering yourself surgically to, I mean, you're going to argue to please yourself, but is it you really doing surgery to please just yourself? Okay. I'm just being honest. I think it's insane, and I think it does do a disservice to our mental health efforts and the large proportion of people who, and I'm speaking as a man here, who do like real women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, in the public discourse, there's a lot of voices saying that men are maybe, I mean, I'm probably doing it now, but, you know, sort of like mansplaining into the female world and dictating how they look, etc., etc. Half of the people are fucking putting these pictures up of this woman are fucking women, perpetuating the self-esteem machinery that feeds off people's insecurities. So don't blame the patriarchy now, because I didn't see none of the man them. This picture hasn't been in any of my group chats saying, look how gorgeous this girl is, she's so fit. Nah, people need to look at themselves. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Why are people drawn to this? That's what you need to ask yourselves. Why? And why do people try and justify it? Now, that being said, let's get into the back and forth, the discussion, because the lady who was in this conversation, she made some good points, but I want to break it down. Good point, and well articulated in it. I don't know, I just think people are being so short-sighted. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I am a feminist. And I do believe in the power of women, but there's nothing empowering about spending thousands of pounds worth of surgery. Sorry. There just isn't. Work with what you've got. You know what I'm saying? Saying, nah, your mental health comes from what's inside your head. Doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. Your happiness comes from your own thinking, and confidence comes from you. Amen. And maybe I'm completely off with this. I doubt it, but maybe I am, because maybe she's completely satisfied. Not satisfied, but mentally, her mental health's okay. So I said, to play devil's advocate, is this surgery not a sign she isn't confident within herself? Otherwise, why would she go through with it? Excellent point, Marlon. Excellent point. So then she says, yeah, it probably is, but I don't think many people would be if they are in the limelight like that, and people feel the need to criticize every single detail about you. The poor girl's had abuse for years before surgery, saying she was ugly, and now she's had some, and maybe edits her photos, she gets abuse for that. I fully understand she's probably just trying to make herself feel better. If people kept their opinions to themselves and just didn't say anything, I think everyone would feel a lot happier. I feel really sorry for her. Literally, whatever she does, she's criticised for that, and that must be really hard. Completely understand. So let me, before I say what I'm saying, okay, I agree. So do you think getting surgery is going to stop the critique, the comments? It goes back to this thing I said the other day about realizing that you're the same feeling that you get, the same uplift, the same attachment to that good judgment is going to be your downfall, because you're going to be attached to the bad judgment as well. So why would getting surgery change the opinions of other people who are willing to comment on your critique, your appearance, or anything about you? And she's correct. It must be very difficult being in that limelight. But Keanu Reeves exists. There are examples of people who maintain relatively sane. I don't know these people, but certainly from the outside, sane mental infrastructure and confidence levels, despite being in the limelight. And it must be difficult, especially for a woman whose family, celebrity and value has been so intrinsically linked to their aesthetic appearance. It must be hard. I'm not saying it's not. So I said, I agree with what you're saying in light of all that. She said, is it not better to not get the surgery and maybe stick with therapy, because that would lead to a vicious cycle? You get the surgery, people are still commenting. You get more surgery, people are still commenting. People are still commenting. You know what I'm saying? You fucking transition your gender, people are still commenting on the surgery. You know what I'm saying? You chop your head off, people are still commenting. You know what I'm saying? If you allow your movements to be dictated by external forces, surely you're going to be a slave to an opinion perpetually, in perpetuity with them. And I said, maybe edit her photo. Definitely edit her photos, Jesus Christ. And don't get me wrong, she wasn't the best looking, but who the fuck is? You know what I mean? Who is? And then she goes on to say, yeah, definitely, but surgery is probably seen as the quicker solution in a lot of cases. She did comment solution. And to be honest, she might just want it for herself anyway, to try and help herself feel more confident. I think with therapy, for some to seek that help, they've got to acknowledge they need to speak to someone about something as well, and actually feeling able to go through with it, make an appointment, etc. And to be honest, I feel like once you've actually acknowledged what your problem is, you're halfway to fixing it yourself. And if you get me, I'm always in amazement about how well other people can write as well. I just think all the trolling is so vile, I just don't understand it. For someone to go out of their way and comment something nasty or just unnecessary on someone's post or about someone, these are the most insecure people on the internet by far, and just project their issues on someone else. True. What about the people commenting good things? You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of them. What drew my attention to this was the amount of positive praise I was doing it. And not that it isn't a good thing to uplift people, but I just thought it's a bit dangerous, the message it's sending out. You know what I'm saying? But well articulated. It's well written. But I do think these people will continue to comment negative things about her, irrespective of what surgery or changes she does. I think the surgery is part of the problem rather than the solution. I hope she takes time out for some introspection. You know what I'm saying? How about that 20 grand you put into surgery? Get a therapist, do some mushrooms, take some DMT, do a bit of acid. I don't know. Maybe take the 20 grand, go on a yoga retreat for a week. But they're ensnared. This is my opinion. They're ensnared in the material world, and they're trying to find material solutions to a spiritual problem. God damn it, I'm so passionate. God damn it. I don't know, because if you think about normal people, like if someone's got something that's noticeable and makes them really self-conscious and a procedure can help with that, I feel like it's a positive thing, but it's such a fine line between what's too far and what's necessary. Definitely a point to debate, though. Fair enough. Now, if there was a surgery that could add a couple inches on me downstairs, would I take it? I'm not going to admit it here on camera. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll cross that bridge when it appears, because what they do with these stem cells these days is absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. But I pray I wouldn't. I pray I wouldn't get any surgery or all to myself. You know what I'm saying? I pray. There'd be a bad sign. If Marlon's getting surgery, you know that that's a warning sign. Like when Kanye West, another Khloe Kar-dashin sort of affiliate, obviously he's married to Kim, when he what his bipolar episode and his rants, that didn't shock me. It's when he admitted he had liposuction, that's what shocked me. Because anyone can have mental health, but it's almost when I feel that the lack of self-awareness and self-esteem is allowing these people's opinions to emphasize or exacerbate perhaps those genuine mental health ailments. You know what I mean? Serious. And then we got on to how she likes Kim and Kylie and whatever. But yeah, bonkers. The world we live in is bonkers. You know what I mean? It's absolutely bonkers. And I think it's, you know what I'm saying? I think we send, people want to talk about the patriarchy. Let's fucking dismantle it. How about we start calling out fakeness when we see it, and we start incentivizing people to uplift and praise realness. You know what I mean? Because I just don't think as bad, as apparent as it sometimes comes across, I don't think the world is as shallow as it seems. Like, all people want is realness at the end of the day. I feel. Anyway, I don't think Khloe Kardashian is going to see this, but if she does, get some fucking therapy. Or get some people around. They said the family wants you to change, and I have nothing against plastic surgery. If you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to sometimes we need a bit of a change. I don't know what's a common male plastic surgery operation. Hair transplant's not the same, but I don't know. Sometimes you do, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes someone might have some kids and they want a bit of surgery here or there. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. A price has been paid. You know what I'm saying? You gave fucking birth. Fair enough if you want a tummy tuck then, you know what I mean? Or maybe she has kids, but it was the face, you know what I mean? It was the face that shocked me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your pelvic floor did tear, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against surgery, absolutely. It's just when the surgery is a symptom of a deeper problem. Come on, guys, love yourself. I can't really relate personally to anything. The only cosmetic procedure I've ever thought of having is I didn't even think about having it. The dentist offered me. So when I was a kid, when I had my 2 baby teeth come out, and when they were growing, I fell over. I went over the handlebars of my bike twice. This happened actually. Once time when I first came to where I live, and the second time when I was riding where my original family home is, and I banged my teeth on the pavement, and I'm lucky to have my teeth. My 2 front teeth, actually, thank you God. And blood bled into the tooth. And I remember it was black for a bit, but as the teeth's grown, the blood has stained the tooth. So now I've got, if you look closer at my teeth, I've got 2 white bits. It's not plaque, it's actual stain. Like the enamel. It's there. Can't be wiped off. Like it's ingrained. And I remember when I was about 12. Did someone ask about it, about the teeth? I was like, I think I might have asked, like, oh, can you get rid of these? Like, yeah, and at the time it was 400 quid. And I'm sure my parents would have probably got me that if it was that much of an issue. And you know what happened? I just forgot about it. I forgot about it. It wasn't an issue. And was Khloe Kardashian the best looking person before the surgeries? No. Are you watching this probably the best looking person? I'm sorry to break it to you. No. But can you be the best version of yourself? Yes. Fucking yes. God damn it. Don't let this world fucking bully you into believing and fucking buying into bullshit. That's how you end up, as fellas I'm talking to. That's how you end up in fucking jail. Bankrupt. Or with 8 baby mothers. You know what I'm saying? Get some self-esteem, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. If you're being tricked by bullshit, what does that say about your character? I don't even know why I'm giving advice. I'm not giving advice, but yeah, that's it. Gone on long enough. Hopefully this lockdown will be over. We can get some guests in here. I know my stepdad's a bit of a germaphobe at the minute, so hopefully I can work on getting some guests in here. Ron, I think a lot of people watching this will know who Ron is, but Ron Burnell is, I want to get him on the podcast, hopefully. And yeah, hope everyone's okay, hope everyone's living, hope everyone's enjoying themselves, and good luck, God bless, and just enjoy every moment, breathe. See you later. Peace. Peace.